I speak to the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Some words from the 15th and 16th verses of the 20th chapter of the Gospel according to St. Matthew. Matthew chapter 20, verses 15 and 16. Am I not allowed to do what I choose, what belongs to me? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first, and the first will be last. Am I not allowed to do what I choose belongs to me? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first, and the first will be last. We just heard read a little while ago the parable of the landowner who went out at dawn to hire day laborers for work in his vineyard. He agreed to pay them the standard daily wage. Several hours later, the owner saw several more workers in the marketplace. He told them, "You also go into the vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right." So they went to the vineyard. The landowner went out at noon and again at 3 p.m. He sent more laborers to his vineyard, promising to pay them for their work. And he did the same at 5 p.m. At evening, the owner told his foreman to bring the laborers so he could pay them. However, the owner added, "Call the laborers," and he gave them their pay, beginning with the last and then going to the first. The foreman did as the owner asked. The laborers who were hired late in the day were surprised when they received a full day's wage. After all, they had only worked a short amount of time. They went away very pleased, no doubt rubbing their hands in glee. When the laborers who had been hired first thing in the morning came to receive their pay, they assumed they would receive more than the wage they had negotiated. However, they received the same wage as all the other workers that had been paid. These workmen were enraged. After all, they had labored all day in the heat and had worked many more hours than the men who were paid the same wage for only a couple of hours of work. The owner was not being fair. How dare he do this? The landowner, however, stood his ground, and he responded with these words, "Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what belongs to you and go. I choose to give to this last the same as I give to you. I'm not allowed to do what I choose what belongs to me. Or are you envious because I am generous?" So the last will be first, and the first will be last. I assume that most of us identify with the upset day laborers. Bahamians, in fact, it is human nature in general priority to place a high value on fairness. Jesus' statement may not fit the criteria many of us may attribute to a concept of fair play. It goes against our mindset. However, Jesus challenged us to step beyond our societal norms. The landowner was a generous man, and he made the choice to pay each of his laborers a full day's wage, regardless of whether they worked 8 full hours or only 30 minutes. He was fair to the workers who had worked a full day. He paid them the same amount of money that they had agreed upon. As we know, these workers were jealous, and they grumbled under their breaths. Are we ever jealous or resentful when someone else receives a gift, an acclaim, or praise for an act that we think they neither deserved or earned? Jealousy and resentment may not affect the other person. However, it does affect us. It has an impact on us. It can eat away at us and make us miserable. When we compare ourselves to others, we typically may judge ourselves as above them or give thanks to God for all that He has given to us. The point is this: let us not be jealous or envious of anyone else. Maybe today, learn to let go of judgment, envy, and jealousy. If we choose this, we will be happier and more peaceful. Remember, ultimately, God is our judge, and He is fair and just in all things. And in His name, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit,